Alright.
She.
Let's get right into the news.
All right. Hello, everybody. This is Andrew and Ben on the Options Podcast, and today we're going to cover whether Mark Grayson from Invincible
is a good
is
character.
a good character.
It's a good character. I'm sorry.
All right.
That was not on purpose.
Yeah,
either.
it wasn't, but that was crazy. All right. I'm on the side of no.
I stand in the positive side.
Okay. Why do you think he's a good
Well,
character?
first, I think we should say if you haven't seen the show, please click away because we will be interlacing this with many spoilers.
Many a spoiler.
Many spoilers.
Okay. All right. Let's proceed
let's
with
slide
after
over.
the speeding. After the spoiler warning. Go
All
ahead.
right, so spoiler warning. I think Mark is a good character because he's a combination of like Peter Parker and Dick Grayson. Peter
That doesn't
Parker
make
being
someone a-
Spider-Man, Dick Grayson being Robin Nightwing, Rick at one point, Rich or whatever he goes by. It was a terrible comic book line. He loses his memory.
Okay, no
Anyway, I care. Anyway, you stupid idiot. He's like funny and he's just figuring himself out and it's like he's invincible, but he's always getting beat up, and I think that's kind of the punchline of his character.
Name one time where he's funny.
No, it's not funny. It's like he's young and naive and kind of like he is kind of funny. He's funny. He's situationally funny. He's not out here doing bits or making jokes, but he's like, "Oh my god, I just punched this guy, but then I fell over."
That's a fantastic bit he's got going on. Oh man, I fell over after getting hit. No, the reason why I don't like Mark is because he never had any moments where he actually showed like what he could do.
Except for in episode 2.
No, at every single point he
Episode
got
2.
bodied. What happened
not-
episode?
when Eve is about to get smushed and he goes into like rage mode and destroys all the ships.
So in summation, he's only at his peak when he's an utter simp.
Yeah.
That's so lame.
Except, side note, we can both agree, Amber is a lame one.
Amber is a lame one, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
Actually, it does make Mark lamer.
Yeah,
Amber made
it
Mark
does.
a lot lamer.
It does, because, like, I think, yeah, Amber was just... My problem with Amber is not her, like, the point of her character was to...
Oh no, she might stop the recording.
It's still going, it's still going. The point of her character was to be, like, not the good one. I just didn't like when she's, like, she knew Mark was a superhero for weeks. And then got mad when he ran away to go save the day.
I'm about to say something outrageous. In Amber's defense, Mark was a pretty garbage boyfriend throughout the entire time.
But he was also
he didn't
a
explain
superhero.
anything. There was no consequences to him sharing his secret identity
Except
to Amber.
she could have been hurt.
But now she knows. She ended up finding out at the end. So what was the point?
Well, he didn't know she'd find out at the end.
But like
He doesn't have foresight into his own future. He hasn't read his own comic book. Like, oh, this one's gonna happen next.
But like they could
Then
have
he would know
skipped
he
so
was
many
his dad.
steps, and then she would have understood. And also that whole point of her knowing was so.
He still would have Ruby this way. Ruby this side. He still would have. She still would have left him. I mean, no, he still would have left to do all of the things that he did.
And also, did she come back? She came back knowing he was invincible. By the way.
Yeah.
So that she also was desperate.
No, what annoys me in the. What annoys me in the episode where they're at the college is she knows by that point that he's invincible, and she still screams at him when he runs off.
He could have explained anything. In the show, they didn't even entertain the idea of him telling her earlier.
Yeah, but
there wasn't even that dilemma. It was so
no,
lame.
he did that dilemma because he was gonna tell her, and then Eve was like, "Don't tell her."
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Mark is cool. I think Mark is a good story. I like the struggles he's going through.
He could have handled them so much better. I know.
His dad
okay.
was a world-conquering supervillain.
That's true. But he didn't know until the end. He could have handled any situation so much better.
No, what could he have done with Titan? I would have done the same thing. He thought Titan was just some guy.
But he got such
Oh,
naivety.
he was supposed
There
to
no
know that
perspective.
he was not.
There
How
was
was
no
he
perspective.
supposed to know that Titan was going to be the new super boss?
Because he knew he was a criminal.
But that doesn't mean the criminal was like, I need to get out so I can save my family.
Okay, but also you should have some level of foresight that the guy is still relatively a bad dude. Just because he has a family and he's like, a character should have some level of foresight or some level of caution
You're wrong.
when it comes to a supervillain or a criminal.
Wrong.
Are we cutting this part out?
Wrong. No. Wrong. We're fixing the camera. Wrong. Wrong.
That's not wrong.
How
That's
is it
just
wrong?
that's just being smart. I would not trust a criminal in
I
any
don't know.
situation.
Mark is naive. That's kind of the whole.
That's not an excuse. Come on. There's naivete and then there's just basic intelligence. Come on.
No.
Yes.
Some guy goes, man, I need to get out of this line of work because I'm trying to just fend for my family. What are you supposed to say? You idiot.
Oh, it's like the robber and the baker conversation. Is it bad for a man to steal bread
for
his
yeah, exactly,
his
exactly.
And
Invincible is fully
find
in the
another
camp of
way,
no.
you poor man, to get that bread. Alright, I overstepped my bounds on that one. That one might have been a bit too far. Still, the man with the bread situation, he had no alternatives. Mark had options.
Yeah, but Mark isn't the guy with the bread. Mark would be the police officer. Mark doesn't need to feed his family.
But he could have done anything else. He didn't have to get into that situation at all.
Okay,
in the end,
how did he get
got
involved?
Bodied so
How did he get
hard.
involved? How did he get involved? Didn't he find Titan on the roof?
Titan put paint on the roof.
Oh, wrote Invincible.
And wrote Invincible.
Yeah.
And then backstabbed him, the little bastard.
Yeah, he did backstab him. But like Mark is this new superhero. He's and I think that's what's so Dick Grayson, Peter Parker about him is that he looks at the world in like this hopeful lens. Like this person says they're doing good. I trust them by their word.
But like
that's what makes him a good character.
But there was so much evidence against it.
What evidence? Because you had no idea that was coming until the end.
No, but like he knows that there are bad people, right?
Okay, but
like,
he doesn't know that all people. He believes in there is good and bad, or that some people are driven to do things.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty basic, right?
How is that basic? That's decency.
All
that's
people
decency.
are good, even if they do little bad.
That's decency.
Come on.
From his perspective, this guy got involved because he was forced into it after he needed to feed his family and then couldn't get out. Now he wants out. Benefit of the doubt.
And he should know to not give the benefit of the doubt to a criminal.
He just wanted to feed his family. It was all about his family.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I just did not empathize that much with Titan situations because he ended up being a criminal
Well,
mastermind.
he didn't know that. I felt bad for him at first. Do you remember when he's like holding his daughter and they're walking down like the rec center steps and you're like, oh man, this man just loves his family, man.
Yeah, fine.
I don't know how you're anti-Mark. Yeah, Mark gets beat up by that lion dude. That lion also crushed the entire superhero super
He could
team.
have done. Okay.
What could he have done?
Okay. He got a little something.
He tried his best. He tried
some
hard.
semblance of fight. There was none. He freaking gonged him.
Oh, that was so gross.
He just flew up.
He was being beat up. He was on the ground. What's he supposed to do? Oh god, he was basically immobilized.
Don't get in that situation.
Oh my god,
the beast cannot fly.
He cannot really fly when he's confined in the room trying to save his friends. What is he gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna go let my friends die?
The friends weren't there.
Yes, they were.
No,
the
not
team
at
was
the
there.
beginning. Not
The
at
team
the
was
beginning.
there. No, not at the beginning. The beginning, he was just going. He didn't know that the robot that could predict possible outcomes of the future had predicted this outcome and had planned for it by having the other guys come in. Then he was overwhelmed, and the team or whatever. What are they called? The Guardians of the Globe. The Guardians came,
Yeah.
and then he wasn't gonna let the Guardians die because that would be terrible. So he tried his best, and then he was beat up. And then what is he supposed to do? He's like,
No, okay, I'm not saying he does anything at that point because obviously he got thrashed. I'm just saying like. I could have had some foresight.
My least favorite part about Mark is he has bad taste in women. Eve is better for him.
I did not expect the conversation to go there.
Eve is better for
But
him.
yeah, you're right though.
Eve is better for him.
Eve is way better.
Eve is Julian. I don't know her last name. The actress
girl
who
from
plays
Community,
Eve. Yeah,
yes.
who plays Eve? Didn't know that. It's pretty cool actually.
Which
She
you know
ships. She ships Eve and Mark.
Everyone does because it's just a better relationship.
They
by
seem
far.
healthier. Amber deserves happiness,
Also-
but not with him.
Also, Mark took an even bigger L because Eve was going
Yeah,
to
she was
kiss him.
going to the window.
No, not just the window. After they defeated Dr. Seismic, she was leaning in for a kiss because they had banter. But then he leaves to go see Amber? Are you serious? That's the biggest L.
Yeah, no, and I do agree with your
Horrible
point
decision
earlier.
making.
Like, when Amber didn't know that Mark was invincible, Mark was just the worst boyfriend in the world.
He was awful.
Do you remember when he
could have explained the
promised-
situation
Yeah.
anytime?
No,
so
it
many
was,
times.
It's kind of tricky, but I think he should have. Oh no, I think like after he was basically beaten to death and didn't go to the soup kitchen, he should have said it. Because he
Yeah.
promised her she was gonna go, and from her perspective, oh my god, my boyfriend just didn't show up to the most important thing in my life right now, which is this like community service. He's a terrible person.
Also, she did that just because of Eve too.
Yeah.
That was not an original thought at all.
and then she was like in the hospital. I really hate her. I don't mind her until the episode at the school, which is like, what's wrong with you? Why did you run away? And he's like, oh, I can't explain. But she knew.
And also, Mark could have explained. He explained to Will, and Will's fine.
Yeah.
Will's completely
no,
okay.
After he explained it to Will, there's no reason for him not to explain it to Amber. Amber's not gonna be like, you're a superhero. I'm less attracted to you now. If Ava turned out to be a superhero, I don't think I would be like, ew.
No, that's a W.
Exactly.
That's a W. The fact that I know, that was awful. But yeah, no. I mean, I guess I understand the good in Mark. Like, he sees the benefits in the world, and he also has all that power, and he doesn't let it completely corrupt him. That is a positive. I just think that he could have handled so many of those situations a lot better and not been a complete loser.
He did his best. He's new at this.
Fine. Fair enough.
Do you remember when he killed that lady?
I do. He tried to save her. Oh, that's another L. She got so mashed up. Like a mashed potato, bro. She had so much stuff that needed to be connected to her.
Oh, it was so gross. He's like, oh, is she okay? Dude, she was in pieces.
She was in pieces.
That old lady was in pieces. There's no way she's surviving.
No type of invincible gimmicky science is gonna save that old woman. She was so gone.
Are you still anti like the fluoride joke with the?
There's an anti?
Well, you were the anti joke because you didn't like how you turned on the lights.
Yeah.
Because I know you.
It's not that big a deal.
Okay. Well, I mean, at first I was a little off. The lights that like you.
No, I got you. At the end.
Try to explain it to whoever's watching. You like flick them on. And
I think people that have gotten this far probably remember the scene and they understand it.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
All right.
I like that.
You know what? I think you did change my mind a little bit.
Did I really?
Yeah, you did. All right.
This has been the first installment of me being right about things and
Yeah.
Andrew or Adrian being wrong.
I shall wallow.
Wallow.
I shall wallow.
Wallow. I never lose.
All right. That's the episode.
That's
hope you
a
guys
wrap, chap.
That is a wrap, chap. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace. Yeah.
Oh, is Mark a good character?
Comment down below. Tell us, what are your thoughts?
We maybe should cut out the comment down below.
All right. It's been us, Options Podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good day.
Yep.
Peace.
Bye.